Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life they truly want to live. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs and it's for Thursday the 10th of July 2025. I hope you're doing well. Cards are flying out. Let's find out what they are. We've got growth path and shadow dancer, and it's all about the shadow work. Things that we have been judging in ourselves, or things that we don't like about other people that we haven't been claiming as our own as well. This is not about putting ourselves down. This is realizing our power, that we are all things. We've got it within us, and we can channel the best of all aspects of ourselves by doing that. Now, I've been talking about divine feminine a lot lately, and one thing that we do tend to diminish in ourselves and not claim is our true power. The feminine, and like our power is a masculine thing when it's not. And of course the powers that be are going to say it's not a feminine thing, because it's truly terrifying, a woman in her power, right? Apparently. So shadow work is where it's at. That is our growth path now, but relax about it. I mean, it's not urgent or anything. This is inner work done in our own time. We know we can't force ourselves to do the inner work. It requires space. Yeah, any kind of bringing wisdom through channeling, it requires space. Any kind of coming up with great ideas or creativity requires space. We've got to do less, quiet our minds, potter around, that kind of thing, and then it comes through. It's not something that can be done in a masculine way, right? We can't 9 to 5 come up with ideas like, write a book, come up with an idea for a book. It just doesn't happen like that. We've got to live very differently. And so relaxation is where it's at. Prudence. Be careful. Don't be lured by the siren song, this says. So be careful to not get sucked into the distractions or to the masculine way of doing things as well. We need to be the change that we wish to see in the world, divine feminine. And so we've got to value ourselves, and so start living as a feminine, valuing ourselves as that. It's like, this is the way that feminine does things, and it works for us when we do that. And not get sucked in. Be prudent. Don't get sucked into the masculine way of doing things. And that can sound like a little voice in our head say, oh, I really need to get something real done now. Right? That is the masculine voice within our head, only valuing the masculine within us. Can't do that to ourselves anymore. We have to sort this out within ourselves first, divine feminines. It's our calling. Okay, give us some tarot then, guys. What do we need to know? Oh, that was good. Are you coming out? I think you're coming out. This one first, the Knight of Wands. You might feel inspired to get moving on something. You might have an idea or something exciting. Full moon tomorrow, by the way. It's forward movement, Knight of Wands, inspired forward movement, perhaps exciting forward movement. We've got the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So you might be dwelling on past falling in love, thoughts of somebody that touched your heart, perhaps. And then we've got the Tower, something falling apart or a surprise from the universe. When the universe gets involved and goes like, no, that's not going to work for you because you really shouldn't be doing that anymore. Notice the things that aren't working, and instead of doubling down and trying to make efforts for them to work, why not sit back and go, universe, you don't want me to go in that direction. Okay, which direction do you want me to go in? That is being in the feminine. Knight of Wands. And I'm not saying that masculines can't tune in like that and do things in the same way. Sure enough, if we get balanced like that, and I think a lot of us should be balanced like that in masculine and feminine, then they can do it too. But as feminines, we really need to be on this forefront of this now and go, no, you know what? I'm going to be the change that I wish to see in the world, and I'm going to live as a feminine, and I know how to do it. We know how to do it. The Knight of Wands, inspired for movement forward. Four of Materials and holding it back. What does that mean? That means I'm inspired and I've got this energy and I don't need to do anything with it. I don't need to do anything with it. I don't need to put it in a masculine structure. It's powerful in and of itself. I can work with the universe with this. Yeah? So we've been conditioned to the masculine. You have an idea and I've got to make it happen. I've got to put it into a masculine structure for it to be valuable. The universe is saying, no, that's not the feminine's place. You hold that. You work with the universe with it. You're a portal. You receive. You're bringing things into the world. Just like a baby, just like we're a portal for souls, babies. We're also that same portal for other things too. Not just the ideas and then, okay, then I need to make a business or a product or whatever. We hold back. We hold that energy for ourselves. We hold it dear to ourselves. It's like, okay, universe, what next? And what now? Knowing that we don't, the universe isn't saying, here's an idea, now go and be a man because you're not worthy as a woman, right? It's not saying that. And so we hold that energy. Okay, I've got that idea. Now what's next? You see, I think when we are in our true feminine, we're going to be leading the masculine in that way. I think we're going to be passing those ideas to the masculine. Not just yet, because you know what's going to happen if we do that? They'll go, that's my idea, because that's what they do, right? That's my idea. I will get the credit for it. I'll get the money for it. I'm not valuing the feminine for giving me that idea. That's what's going to happen just now, so we need to hold on to it, right? Until it's valued. Home. Keep it at home. Keep it within yourself. How interesting. Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups, but then you're thinking like, oh, I fell in love that time. Dwelling on that, perhaps, thinking about it. Love from the past. Seven of Inspiration and Justice. Protecting ourselves from that so that we can have our true justice, our true karma. So falling in love with with someone in the past might be on your mind, but this would say to me that it's not that person, it's not that one. They might have been better than you've experienced before, but protecting yourself from that for your true justice to come in. They might not be the ones that are stepping up as these divine feminine and divine masculine energies are really, raising up. They might not be one of those ones that are on the forefront. Duality. So you're pulled in two directions because you wish it would be. You wish they would come along. I get it. Tower. What's falling apart? Or why the universe is stepping in, right? And it feels like not that way. It feels like that's not going to work for you that way. Like you're not meant to be. You're not meant to be a man. Women, you're not meant to be men. Stop. It knows that we've had to be. It knows. The Sun. To be happy. So prioritizing our happiness, things will work out. Prioritizing doing stuff to make stuff work. Universe is like, nope, that's not your role. So it's coaxing us in the right direction to be our true divine feminine selves. Teaching is behind that. It's teaching us. All we need to do is tune in, and it's going to go against our logical masculine minds that we've been conditioned in. And we're going to be trying to put it into a masculine container all the time because that's the only thing that's been valued. But we need to run with this because change is coming through now. We need to run with it. We need to trust it. Okay, universe, what do you need me to do next? Just keep on going back because the universe is leading us forward now. More on divine masculine, divine feminine energies, please. Because that is pretty much about it too. I tell you, I've been fascinated by this for a long time, and it really does feel like this is what is going to change a lot of our structures and all of that, is by claiming our divinity and just like figuring it out, because we've never experienced that living as a true feminine. And it's not what men think. Being a slave in the house, no, that's not it. That's not it. No. So, more cards, please. Divine masculine, divine feminine. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here. It is the card of fate. This is what we came for. You've lived a life of doing a load of inner work, and now that inner work, we've flexed that muscle, we've built those skills. Now we take it to a new arena. The universe is like, now you're a portal to this, to true divine feminine energy. I need you to use those same skills of receptivity, of allowing it to come through you, of those ideas, and then living it and trusting in the universe. We got you, says the earth. Mother Earth, feminine, we got you, says the universe. Father, Son. Father, Son. We got you. You're supposed to be here. You're meant to be here for this. You've been preparing for this point the whole time. We got you. We're going to protect you. We're going to make sure you're okay. And we're going to make sure you've got everything that you want while you're doing this for the universe. It's fated. Guys have talked a little on that, saying they're going to use these, they have been using these other dimensions to shift us away from trouble. And so to keep us alive, to keep us away from the things that are not in our karma, that we don't need to be a part of. It's been protecting us by just shifting us. You know, car crash is going to happen. You get shifted into another dimension while that happens, and then you get shifted back so you missed it. We've got the Five of... this one. We've got romance next. The Knight of Cups, forward movement in romance. And then we have the Five of Swords. This is internal conflict. Let's find out more about this. So the Wheel of Fortune, please. This fate kind of thing. This, yeah, Hierophant. Spiritual lessons. So we are the spiritual teachers. We're bringing through spiritual energies and spiritual teachings. We're not the teachers. It's not coming from us. We are the portals to this. We're bringing it through now. Living it ourselves, being it ourselves. That makes sense? I hope so. I'm going to value that. We can only do this work if we're valuing ourselves first. I'm not saying that this is a priority and it should come first. I'm saying psychic development. Yeah, self-love comes first. We've got to take care of ourselves first, and then the universe says, okay, now you're taking care of yourself. Let me work through you. Psychic development. So, more gifts, more skills, more telepathy, more divine downloads, more of that stuff. Again, not putting it into a masculine container to make money from it or whatever. I'm not saying that money is a bad thing and that you shouldn't have resources. That's going to happen anyway. What I'm saying is to truly live in the feminine, where we need to claim the value of the feminine and not go, okay, I'll be feminine, but then I'll put it in a masculine container to sell it. I mean, I guess we need to do that somewhat. I'm just asking my guides now, because like I'm feeling now to help you do the heart opening stuff, and that'll be on my website now, behealing.com. I've got to put it in some kind of container at the moment to be able to do that. But other stuff that I'm working on has always just been in my readings. I'm not trying to sell it. I'm just I'm giving it to you. It's my role. I know it's my role, and I know it's really valuable. It's not getting paid at the moment, but I know it's really valuable. No, unless you get a private reading, of course. Knight of Cups, but then that's more work in itself. This work is valuable, and this work isn't paid. Knight of Cups. So yeah, if you feel like it's valuable too, please share it with other people. Share my videos. Click like and subscribe, and all of that stuff helps too. And commenting. Knight of Cups, so we've got romance coming through. Someone's really attracted to you. 8 of emotions, but they're having to leave something behind. There's a bit of a detachment here, you know. Really attracted to you, but they're having to leave something in their own life behind, an emotional attachment. So as we are shifting roles, yeah, as we're shifting roles, they're shifting roles too. The masculine shifting roles too. We're all being affected by that. So it's going to be a confusing time. People are going to be pulled to carry on doing what they're doing. Of course, we've got those instinct. It feels like instinct because we're so locked into it in the structures that we've been in, the society that we've been in. We're always going to have that pull back to that. Oh, I need to make money. I need to put this into a business idea. I need to put it into a masculine container. And the masculine is going to be falling back to old roles too, getting into like a weird kind of a masculine energy in order to be with you. And then there'll be this, I can't, then there'll be something coming up for them that, you know, something emotional that they've got to let go of. So what it's going to feel like to masculine and feminine is a load of no's, a load of brick walls. I'm trying to manifest this. You can't, because you're not doing it in a feminine way. I'm trying to I'm trying to manifest this. Universe, like, no, you can't. You have to be there honoring the feminine. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be like that. So the masculine might be trying to impress the feminine by building something up. And universe goes, no, That's not the way you do it. That's not the way you're honoring the feminine at the moment. You're listening to the feminine. Do you know what I mean? So we're all going to be pushed in the right direction we need to notice what isn't working and not rail against that and try and get it to work, not double down. So ascension of the masculine energy. The masculines are being pulled out of those patterns that they've been in. I need to impress, and I need to do this, and I need to do that. That makes me valuable. The universe is like, that's not what makes you valuable. I'm not here to channel the divine masculine, only in such that the divine feminine, what the divine feminine needs to hear about where they're at right now. 5 of Swords, but there's internal conflict here, and what's all of that about? Queen of Materials. I want to be in charge. I want to... Queen of Materials is like, but I was doing masculine pretty well. I was pretty much being divine masculine better than the men are out there. I liked doing that. I liked tapping into the masculine side of myself. I could be a businesswoman. I could do this. And so I've got an internal conflict with that now. It's because a part of me that quite enjoyed that, you know. It felt good to be playing the boys at their own game and winning. There's an ego thing there, right? There's a pull. What's behind that is stripping illusions. So don't fall for your own ego's BS. So the angst that you feel, delve into it. Shadow dancer and growth. That's where your growth is right now. The shadow comes up and it can sound like our ego going, but I like that. I like doing that. A lot of the time when we like doing things, it can be pure joy, yeah. But sometimes it's just an ego stroke. The stuff that we like doing. And that kind of gets whipped away from us, right? Not as a punishment. But you were better than this. You're meant for more than this. Let's get more cards out. Ooh, they're all getting very divine feminine, these readings lately, hey? I like it. As I said, I have been so interested. That's why I've got today's tarot show like this, you know, the last bit of the reading being about divine masculine, divine feminine energies, about masculine and feminine energies, moving away from the patriarchy. Fascinated by it. Fascinated by it within myself, fascinated by what the guides are saying. And I realise that it's going to be the force. You know, remember the Dalai Lama said that it's going to come through the Western woman? And I think this is it. And that the Western woman, that's like heavy on our shoulders, isn't it? That's like, but I don't want to be in government. We're always thinking through masculine paradigm, masculine structures and all of that. That's not how it's going to happen. The universe would never do that to us. That would be compromising ourselves, wouldn't it? Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. We've got a kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. We have a bird flying, news is on its way. We have a heart, great happiness. And a quill, get back to basics. Get back to basics. Box, you'll receive a gift. I wonder what the divine masculine, what their true role is. I think it's up to them to tell us that. Yeah. How are they really here to serve the whole? Do you think? I wonder. Let me know below if you've got any ideas about that. But I'm not channeling for them. I channel for divine feminine because that's who I am. The rest is speculation, pure speculation. Unless I'm doing it within myself, it's pure speculation, right? Well, let's speculate. Let's speculate below. How best to deal with these energies today, please, guys? If you want a private reading from me, book one in. My prices have been rolled back to 5 years ago, 2019 prices on my website, behealing.com, throughout this month. So get yourself booked in. I do get things out within 24 hours. How best to deal with these energies today? I've got the 3 of Cups, sisterhood. Talk about it with your friends that are in this same divine feminine energy. Like, we're the leaders in this, so there's not going to be many of us, but let's talk amongst ourselves about this for ideas. This is a sisterhood, supporting each other in this as well. Like I said, it's going to get off ears. We're going to go, but I need to still do the masculine thing. Well, how much do you want to be on the new earth, and you want the changes for it to change? We've got to have the courage, you know, to be that. And so let's support each other in that. Okay, we've got this, we can continue going. Don't fall back to the masculine paradigm. Wow. Being called? there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave me a comment as well. Love to hear your thoughts on all of this. If you want access to my free course, it's there, and you can book a reading there. Same link, same website. And watch my Love Picker card reads there. Have the best day ever, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.